In this video, I'll show you how to customize the buttons in Squarespace. Once you are on your Squarespace website, the first step is to head over to the top bar and on the left-hand side, simply click on Edit so we can start customizing our website. Now, once you are on your Squarespace website, what you want to do is scroll down to your buttons. As you can see here on my product section, I do have buttons below. And in order for you to customize this, what you want to do is simply head over to the top bar again. And on the right hand side, click on the paintbrush for site styles. Now, once you are on site styles, at the bottom you will find an option for buttons. What you want to do is simply click on buttons. And on the left hand side, you will actually have a few options for the recommended button packs. What you can do is choose one of the button packs that are available, and as you can see, all of your buttons will change. Now, in order for you to edit a button pack, what you want to do is simply head over to the bottom of the recommended button packs and click on Customize. Now, once you do that, you will have three options. These are the primary, secondary, and tertiary. For my buttons, I do have the primary, and you will automatically know that because of the preview of these button types. Now, what you want to do is simply head over to one button type, and for this example, I will use the primary. Now, on the button section, it doesn't matter if it is a primary, secondary, or tertiary, it will have the same options. Now, on the font section, if you click on the drop down, you can change your font. So, if you click on the font, you will have a lot of selections to choose from, and there is a search bar at the very top. And on the right corner, you will also have an option to add a custom font. Let's say I want to add Google Fonts as my fonts, and as you can see, it will automatically reflect within the buttons. Now you can also change the weight of the buttons as well as their spacing. So if you head over to A and if you hold on the circle and drag, you can change the text spacing of the buttons. Now on the shape, if you click on the drop down, this is set as custom. You can choose from a fill or no fill. And if you choose either a fill or no fill, it will automatically show you how it looks like. Let's say we want to choose no fill. And in here, we can choose from a rectangle with a rounded corners as well as a circular button. Now at the bottom, you can even set your custom corners. So if you click on the custom corners, in here you can set a custom corner for all of the corners of the button, or what you could also do is set a specific value for each and every corner. On the outline, this is what we call as the border of the button. If you want to remove the outline or the border, just simply head over to outline, hold on this circle and drag it on the very left. And once you do that, as you can see, it will remove the border. However, if you hover on your mouse, it will automatically have a fill. What you could also do is change the padding either from small, medium, or large. And on the three dots for more actions, you can even set a custom padding at the top and bottom, as well as the left and right. Now, if you want to have one style for all of your buttons, what you want to do is simply head over to one button type. And at the bottom, you can add it to apply to all button types. And once you do that, if we head over back to our button types, you will automatically see that it will have the same type for the primary, secondary, and tertiary. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Please let me know if you have any other questions in the comment section below, and I will try my best to help you out.